You are enjoying a day hike through Joshua Tree, California. 800,000 desert acres of towering rocks, barren flatlands, and sun-scorched plant life. You're out on your own, but you know these trails like the back of your hand. Around midday, as the sun blazes overhead, you become confused, disoriented, then lost in the desert heat. How can you make it out of this desert alive? Should you, A, remove your clothes to dissipate heat, B, stop and find shade, or C, drink lots of liquids as soon as possible? Before you answer, consider what happened to Ed Rosenthal. His was a journey that went from a simple day hike to a walk across hell.
My wife said to me before I left on this trip, "Do you think it's such a great idea to go out in the desert in a heat wave?"
A desert environment is hands down one of the most brutal outdoors environments that you can experience.
The ambient air temperature could be up around 115, but the desert floor will be actually hotter than that because the heat from the sun is radiating off the desert floor. That could push temperatures up near 140 to 150 degrees.
On Thursday, September 1st, Ed sets out for what should be, at most, a 3-hour hike on the fringe of the Mojave Desert.
It was hot, extremely hot. You couldn't stay in the sun. Pretty soon after I started down, I realized I don't know where the trail is. I've lost the trail. And I looked over a little ridge and I saw, oh wow, that looks like the trail down below. And once I jumped down, I saw I can't go back. All of a sudden, I was really where I didn't belong. Nobody knows where I am. I may not survive. What am I going to do?
You're out on your own, lost in the desert. The scorching heat, the threat of heat stroke, and no direction home. Your body's not built for this. How will you make it? If you want to survive this blistering death trap, there's only one choice. B, stop and find shade. Here, STOP is an acronym, and it could save your life. Sit down and calm down. When you're at rest, you can think clearly. Observe your environment. See what tools are available to you. Then make a plan for how to survive.
Going through the STOP acronym forces you to calm down. It forces you to gather resources, put together a plan, and really increases your chances of making it through any horrible situation.
By Saturday afternoon, the only plan was to survive. I knew I was not finding my way out.
He stops and formulates a new course of action, rescue.
I knew I had to find a place sheltered by some kind of canyon that wasn't open to the wind at night and protected me from the sun. I saw what looked like just what the doctor ordered. By then I could barely walk. I limped across into it and I ended up staying there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No food or water at all.
Ed finds a shaded canyon and stays put. Now he's got to make himself visible. What's the best way to signal for help? A, construct a large help sign. B, build a bonfire. C, point your flashlight into the sky. You might be too weak to do anything else, so the best answer is C, point your flashlight into the sky. It's not as dramatic as a bonfire or a help sign, but it's what rescuers are looking for.
If an air crew is using night vision goggles, they're looking for light sources. Obviously, a flashlight would be the best. They can pick that up from miles away.
I took out my emergency blanket and started signaling with my headlight against this silver blanket. Whenever I saw a helicopter, they were nowhere near.
Ed has been lost in the desert for 6 days. Lack of food and water, plus the effects of sunburn and heat stroke, take their toll. Ed is at death's door. His biggest regret? He never told his wife exactly where he was going.
I didn't. See, I've always gone on these trips without telling my wife which trail I'm hiking on. I really was extremely distraught. But I heard a sound really close in the canyon, and then I looked up and saw the wing of a helicopter. And that's when I realized, oh, I'm going to survive.
The reason Ed is alive, he stopped to conserve his energy, then made himself visible.
It's very rare for somebody to survive that long in a desert environment. Ed made a lot of right decisions that helped him survive those 6 days.
Getting lost in the desert could be a death sentence, but you can increase your chances if you tell someone where you're going, pack plenty of food and water, and remember to stop, sit, think, observe, and plan. Take the right supplies and understand your landscape, and rescuers just might find you alive.